Hi, my name is Noel Davis, and this is my review of the Dyson Cinetic Allergy Vacuum with the ball on it. And just in comparison to my old DC07 that I had, that still works, but it's just starting to not produce as well as it used to, I feel. So let's go to a comparison of these two models so you can see what they are. So this is the new model right here. As you can tell, it has the ball here, their signature ball. There are no filters, standard dustbin. It's a little shorter, the dustbin at least, than the old model, but it's supposed to work a little bit better with the way it's designed. Now, the reason why I was looking to upgrade was because I felt that my old vacuum, the beater bar was not working as well as it used to, and the filter was starting to get clogged up more often. And I think that's because of the way this was designed, and the new one, I think, has fixed that, which is that small particulate matter keeps getting through and into the filter that's down here. So, if I take off this filter now, you will see that it is quite gray. It used to be blue. I've washed it, and it probably needs to be replaced, and maybe that would help fix the vacuum. But there's a couple other things that, as I said, the beater bar wasn't working as well. And then there's the one issue that I really had with this, and that is that this front end unit is really tall. It can't get under anything. This can't go under a couch. It can't go under my countertops. It has a lot of issues going underneath things to pick up dirt. This one has these nice flat edges here, so you can go and just swipe right underneath the countertop, no problem. You can get underneath couches, you can get underneath beds, and I've not had any issues with this because of this design. So that's part of the reason why I upgraded. The other reason is that this one is, as I said, is really heavy. It's 26 pounds, I think, or 25, 26 pounds. It is really heavy to carry around. It's too big for my kids to use. My wife doesn't like using it. It's really heavy. This one is just under 20 pounds. So it's a huge savings in weight. But in the process of doing that, I feel that they have cheapened out a little bit. And I don't want to say cheapened, I guess. They've made plastics not quite as firm. So this one just doesn't feel as sturdy, I feel, as this one was. This one feels incredibly sturdy. It's been banged around a lot. I've had it for, 12 years now? And it's had no issues whatsoever that were not caused by myself, pretty much. Like, I think I ripped the hose and then I broke one of these tools by pressing too hard. But those are both things that I caused, not a problem with Dyson's vacuum. This one right here, I have to say, this bin doesn't feel as solid. The way when you push up to take out the bin and then you can push again to release the materials, it's kind of a okay design, but I'm not real happy with it because you can accidentally release it right after taking it out because your hand is right there. I like the dual action that this one has, where you have to push down right here and then you pull up here to release the bin. All right, now, to the bin itself. I'm going to bring this up here. I don't know if you can see these, but there's these little ridges in here that they have all throughout the bin, and they have this max line right here. That max line is above these ridges by about an inch. Well, I've had some material that comes up over this, and then I go to empty the bin, and nothing falls out. And then I'm reaching up in there to pull things out. So I think it probably helps capture more dust this way, but it seems like a major design flaw as far as the way the vacuum works. I'm now having to reach up and pull stuff out and get dust all over my hands right near the garbage can. So that's not, so I find that I have to empty this quite frequently. In fact, it used to be that I'd empty maybe that one, my old one, once or twice during my house. This one I'm emptying 3 or 4 times now because I'm just so worried about it going up above this ridge and then all of a sudden nothing comes out of it. This has a little tube coming up here. It's a little bit hard to line up at times. That time it lined up right away, but I've had a couple times where I'm up top and I'm trying to put it on and I'm having some issues, then I have to get down on my hands and knees to look for it. So there's just some differences that maybe I'm not used to it, maybe it's not as good as what I felt that the old one was, because I really love my old one. It's the whole reason why I bought a new one of these instead of going with the different companies. I like what Dyson has done. I love the bagless because I forget to change bags all the time. We still have a bag filter and it just sits in the house basically, and the one time that I go to use it, it's usually the bag is filled. So I do like these bagless designs. Now, with this, you have the wheels in the back, you have this big wheel, and that's a huge change when you're steering, because you're just leaning it from side to side, sort of, and it's not as easy as they say it is. They're like, oh, you just twist your wrist. It's not that easy. You kind of have to bring it over, and that allows you to turn. So you're moving your whole arm. It's not just swiveling your wrist, like they say. It's just, I don't feel it's that easy. It's not bad. It just takes a little bit to get used to, though. So now, as I said, I bought the allergy version. That came with this bag right here. Came with the standard attachments. You have your these. Your crevice tool, and then also has a brush attached to it, which is sort of nice to just have that all be all in one. And this slides up and down. And then it has your standard little stair tool or fabric tool. Again, I don't feel that this is as solid as this one is. This one, I love the design on this one. I still like the holes in the top here, so it has these little holes to vent it, which this does not have really. You know, or it doesn't. I don't think it has them anywhere on here. Any holes like that to prevent over suction, so that way the air is always coming through. This one doesn't have that, so it does get stuck on things a little bit more. So it's just I think there was a lot of really good thought that went into their old one. I don't know why they didn't keep this. Like, I thought that was a really good design. Maybe there's a reason, I just don't know. But that's one of the things that I liked about the old one compared to the new one. Now, some of the other tools that it came with, and this is part of the reason why I wanted a new one. It came with a thing. This is actually good for ceiling fans. You connect this on, and this goes over the top, so you can reach up and put this over the top of something and brush it off. So this is perfect for ceiling fans, which I think is really convenient because, you know, when you don't use them for a while and you need to dust them off, it's a pain to try to get up on a ladder and everything to clean them off. So I think that's actually a nice one. This one probably won't get used too much, but this is a mattress tool. It's meant for cleaning off mattresses and things, and it has these little holes in the side here, so that way you can, it draws in air and won't get stuck on a fabric material. Now, this is an interesting one. This is let's hold and grab the entire thing here. This is a tool that's meant to get around large items or underneath them. So these tools, this right here, this wand, goes in here, and then what you can do, again, it's extended out, and this is a plastic that bends, so you can kind of bend around and get in some area and clean it out from the dust that's in there. So I haven't tried this under my fridge yet, but I figured this would be good for going underneath the fridge or behind the refrigerator or behind like a piano or TV or something that's really heavy to move or you don't want to move it to clean behind it. So I'm kind of excited about this. I haven't tried it yet, but that's something that I think is actually a good idea to have. So keep going here. Now this is a dusting tool. This is another thing that can be good for cleaning furniture. It has it's very soft bristles on here. I can't imagine this damaging. Maybe even I could probably even use this on the TV actually to clean it off. And it has swivels back and forth here a little bit, and there's little air gaps to pull in the dust so that way it goes into the vacuum. So another neat little tool. I haven't tried this one yet either, but I would imagine that this would be great also for cleaning off things that maybe would move around a little bit more. I don't know what the airflow exactly will be, but there's a huge wide space here for it to go in. And then this is actually the main reason why I wanted this one over the regular model. This right here, this little brush. This is designed for furniture, so you can use this on your couch or on your stairs. And basically they're saying that these do not clog. I've tried these on the stairs. I don't have any hair caught on them or anything, which is amazing in my house. So I'm actually quite impressed by this. It sucks in air from here, it looks like, to cause this to rotate. So it's also pulling everything back into here. Now, they've shown it with shoelaces and all sorts of stuff that they've shown it on the video, so I haven't hit anything quite like that, but the fact that there's no hair caught in here was quite impressive to me, because I've, with my wife and kids, and, we have animals over every once in a while, these things normally clog up. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed with the new one as far as its capabilities. Upon bringing it in, I had just vacuumed with the old one, and then I was like, well, let me just clean things up a little bit more with this one, and I was able to fill the bin immediately. So I was quite impressed by that. So it's definitely working a lot better. I don't know if this one, maybe if it was brand new, would work just as well or not, but this one is definitely working at a better level than this one is currently. With that, though, I am going to point out one thing here. For some people that have maybe carpet that's a little bit more fragile, this beater bar is really rough on carpet. It really just hammers the carpet. Now, I don't mind. I'd rather have it be hammered and be clean. But if you've got a delicate carpet or a carpet that maybe is something that you don't want to do that with, this probably would not be the vacuum for you. It's one of those things where it works really well for its purpose, but if it's like this carpet's pretty tough, I haven't had any issues with this carpet, but I could see definitely a softer carpet being just completely torn up and shredded and look horrible. So that is something to think about. I know that this one is not nearly as rough, which is something that was nice about it. Is, you know, we had lived in another house where we had some softer carpets, and this one probably would have just torn it to pieces, whereas this one was fine with it. So that's my review. Overall, I really like the vacuum. There's a few things that I don't understand why they changed, or, you know, maybe there was reasons, but I don't like those changes quite as much. But it's still a very good vacuum. I have not compared it to anything else. I happen to like Dyson, so that's why I bought them. I have nothing against Hoover or any of those other brands. It's just that I've liked what Dyson has done with their vacuum. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Hi, my name is Noel Davis, and this is my review of the Dyson Cinetic Allergy vacuum with the ball on it. And just a comparison to my old DC07 that I had that still works, but it's just starting to not produce as well as it used to, I feel. So let's go to a comparison of these two models so you can see what they are. So this is the new model right here. As you can tell, it has the ball here, their signature ball. There are no filters, standard dustbin. It's a little shorter, the dustbin at least, than the old model, but it's supposed to work a little bit better with the way it's designed. Now, the reason why I was looking to upgrade was because I felt that my old vacuum, the beater bar was not working as well as it used to, and the filter was starting to get clogged up more often. And I think that's because of the way this was designed, and the new one, I think, has fixed that, which is that small particulate matter keeps getting through and into the filter that's down here. So, you know, if I take off this filter now, you will see that it is quite gray. It used to be blue.